Welcome to Slow Home. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
This is day 108 of the Slow Home Project, and we need you to join us in our quest to evaluate the design quality of houses in 9 North American cities in 9 months. This week we are analyzing single-family houses in Denver, and today we're going to be reviewing the work from the past week.
So we're going to look at the design projects, but before we do that, I want to announce the name of the Slow Homer of the Week. And this week we have chosen Frances, and the reason we chose Frances is because she posted a design exercise at 7:30 in the morning on, it wasn't really Wednesday, it was Thursday, but she still posted it. She said that she'd been away from the site for a few weeks, but was really happy to contribute a plan, and we think that's great.
It's nice to have you back, Frances.
Absolutely, and we look forward to your contributions in coming weeks, so thank you very much for posting.
It also was a busy day on
very
Wednesday.
busy.
We had a lot of posts. I think there were 45 or something
45,
like that. A lot of different floor plans, new people on the site doing stuff. It was great.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So a lot of great discussions. So we're going to go through some of the plans today. Unfortunately, we can't go through everybody because we had so many, which is a good position to be in.
Did you go through mine?
Well, yours sucked, so I just threw it out right from the beginning. Sorry. So let's have a look at the plans. And what I wanted to talk about was two things. I think the kitchen designs in these were generally pretty good. What I really want to focus on is the designs of the back entry and the bathrooms, because those were the two things that were the real challenge in this. And so this is the first one. This is from Murray. And what Murray did is he combined the back entry with an entry into the kitchen.
Right.
And he had closets that were backed onto each other, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Where he put a lot of attention in was the bathroom. And he had one of these segmented kind of super bathrooms. The criticism I would have of this is you've got to be really careful of the square footage that you're allocating then to your living dining space. Because he carved out some space from the living dining to make way for the big bathroom, which I think is a nice idea. But I think you've got to be careful to balance that between
I also think that it's a little awkward having that little L-shaped wall to create the hallway into the bathroom. I think it's great to try to separate that so that you
don't have a view right into it.
But that's a little awkward right there.
Yeah. So let's have a look at Grace. So Grace combined in the back entry the laundry with the back entry. The thing is that there's a bit of a circulation zigzag, because the trick, what you want to do is it would be better if her door was here somewhere, because you want to kind of just pass through and not have to jog. That's tricky with the closet and the location that it's in. Her bathroom, what she did is she took basically the same square footage, and she made a double sink on the counter, but I would think that it would probably be better in this case just to do a single sink and then have some additional room for storage.
But you could pull that counter a little bit,
and that could go further down.
There's a bit too much room beside.
Exactly, like the toilet could move down a little bit, and I think it could be reworked a little bit, but generally the space allocation is pretty good on that one. So this is Frances. So thanks, Frances, for posting. Welcome back to the site. I think you actually had a really good back entry. I think it was clear how you come in to the house from the garage, and then you had the mechanical equipment on the one side.
Well, and I like the way the washer dryers then.
Yeah, it was slipped in over on the side, which is smart. Clever. Very modest bathroom arrangement. I would suggest possibly changing the location of the toilet and the vanity and moving the door down.
All right.
Just so you had a view of the vanity from when you first came in. The other thing too is that I really like the idea of having the single closet for both the back entry and the front. It's very economical.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good thing. So this is Brad W's. Brad W also had a pretty simple bathroom design. He didn't manipulate it very much. He just made the vanity space.
It's a nice design, and I like the way the tub tucks in behind the linen.
Yeah,
closet.
because that makes this part of it more like a guest bathroom, and then the tub is sort of tucked in behind. Again, the back entry I thought was pretty good in terms of circulation. The only issue is for me was the closet. There's not a back entry closet in this case.
No.
So you have to go in, and then he also moved.
Well, and you're walking past the laundry still.
Yeah. So this is Nicole's. So Nicole's a new poster to the site. I thought this was pretty good, actually. It looks quite a bit like your plan. So again, I thought the back entry was pretty clear. I thought having the stacker washer dryer saved space. Lots of front entry closet, which is actually an interesting way of placing the front entry closet. So not directly in the front entry, but sort of a little bit away from the side. This is Tara's. So Tara slipped the washer and dryer in against the outside wall and then created a really big closet. And I thought this was interesting.
Actually, that is nice
because this makes
opening,
this the entry.
Yeah.
So I thought that was actually a pretty good solution, because you come into a space and then the washer dryer is kind of behind a folding door.
And by moving the door over, you're actually you're separating it from the entry circulation. So that's quite nice.
Yeah. This is Tiffany. Tiffany tried to rearrange the bathroom layout to get the view of the vanity from the door, which I think is good. The challenge here is I don't think she's got the 5-foot minimum dimension between the back of the toilet and the bathtub. No. So really the tub needs to sit kind of more like there in order for this arrangement to work.
Because you've got that closet, I think, could go.
Yeah.
I think you could probably make
I think actually in this case, I think I would do what you just suggested and shift the closet design and move the tub down, because I think there is enough
and just as a note for everybody, because I saw this, I made a comment on this on Wednesday on somebody's post, that you have to make sure that you have that back wall. If you're going to have a free end on a bathtub, you really need to have a solid wall there so that you can tile it and provide, so you don't have to rely on a curtain that wraps all the way around.
Exactly. It makes it feel more built in as well. And this is the last one. This is Lacey's. Lacey put a comment that she wanted some feedback on her plan, so we're going to do that. Her bathroom, I thought, was a little small. She changed it into kind of a standard layout, and she has, I think, too many closets, because there's the one at the entry, the one at the back entry, and then there's this additional one in the hall. I would have actually given the space to the bathroom, and I'm not sure about the location of the mechanical equipment. And she had an open end here by the couch, which I think could have actually been a little bit more enclosed.
Yeah, because it starts to make that entry a little too close to the living room.
Because I would have put a little bit of extra wall there and put the mechanical equipment there and not have that there. Try to push the bathroom down.
Now she does put the kitchen in over in that other corner.
She did, and I think in her case the kitchen actually works pretty good. It makes, the only issue is that the dining table is a little tight.
It floats.
It floats. Yeah.
And the living space is not organized towards the back, but towards the side yard. Well, that was really interesting. I'm curious that nobody else tried my solution of having a segmented bathroom with doors from the
Yeah, because you actually combined the ensuite. You made an ensuite that also acted as a
which I think is possible there. It's interesting. So we can continue this conversation along on the blog. And thanks a lot for everybody who participated. It's great to have so many floor plans.
Yeah, really
more than we can talk about in one
That's
session.
A good problem to have.
It is. It is. So let's carry the conversation along. And I'll repost my plan in case anybody wants to talk about that.
And I want to remind everybody about the What's Wrong with This House book. We've had a really, really tremendous success right off the bat. We've sold out of almost all of our first run copies. So
we're down at the Xerox machine trying to make some more. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so you can click on the player on the side of the website, and you can go to the online store and order a copy for yourself. We'd love to hear what you guys think about it.
Yeah, and next week we're going to be doing our week in review in Denver. So we're going to be looking and voting on the best apartment loft, townhome, and single-family house. And we're going to have a surprise exercise on Wednesday to keep everybody busy. So we'll see you next week.
See you Monday.